Hi, this is your Hellfire Fox Brielle, and we're gonna continue some coffee talk. I wonder what weird shit am I gonna get on this game. Sorry, I slept the moment I got home, Mari. I wasn't able to talk and all. Anyways, this is probably my third stream with the visual novel. I figured you did. Yeah, I wasn't able to adjust my sleep schedule, so it happened like that. But for now, let's get started, okay? Let's get started. Oh, we're not even halfway there. Load. And then we're taken into this area. Something's missing from the drawer. Oh wait, what happened while I was out? Did I misplace it? Yeah, bae. Why is it always so stormy in Seattle? Or is it just me? It's always stormy here. Somehow I feel like it's going to be a long, long night. Or not. I doubt it. It's like that in real life. Ooh, yum. I guess it makes sense. Yo, welcome back, Gayla. Are you here for your ginger coffee again? Hey, Bree. How are you? Not too shabby, I hope. Everything is just fine. Yeah, sure. Yes, I'm sure. Positive. How about you, sir? How was work? My shift is over, so I'm free now. Nice. That reminds me Mr. Hyde was here just the other day. Ah, that's right. Did he tell you the reason for his visit? Yeah, he's moving back here, right? Or at least that's the plan. Yes, what a nice surprise. He told me he's got a few things to discuss on that. Well, it's part of why I'm here tonight. Ah, thank you for the headbutts. Yes, thank you. Aside from getting myself a hot drink, that is. On that note, I'm so ready to take your order. Much obliged. So Henry told me about this Indonesian ginger drink. It has milk, honey, and a couple of other stuff in it. I think it's called STMJ. I'll have a cup of that. I think I have STMJ if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. I think I remember this drink was at the first version. So what was the order of the drink? Okay, milk, ginger, honey. Gotcha. Okay. Milk, ginger, honey. I think you may or may not know, but Seattle is known for Starbucks. I thought Seattle is known for its coffee. Also, I wonder if this is yours. Oh. I see I dropped my key card here, huh? Oh, so that was yours, Gala? Thank you, Bree. I know Seattle is also known for Starbucks, but doesn't Seattle have its own coffee shop? Because I know there is one. Now I have a spare because I already made a new one. It's always good to have an extra one at hand. The only downside is it cost me $100. Now I'm wondering where I should keep this one. Maybe in my locker at work? Yeah, you should. What if you forget it? You can always get a spare. Yeah, I had Seattle coffee a few times, but not often. It's just not as big as Starbucks or Coffee Bean Tea and Leaf. Those are the usual coffee shops that are here. But sometimes the donut shops make the best coffee. Oh yeah, that one. That's what I was thinking. Seattle's best. I think I've had it a few times. I'd hate to lose it here. Yeah, let's hope it never comes to that. One nutritious drink coming from the archipelago coming up. Thanks a lot. So what's in it again? It has a hot blend of egg, milk, ginger, and honey. The drink's name itself is in the ingredients. Susu telur madu jahe. Milk, egg, honey, and ginger. No wonder it somehow reminds you of eggnog. Albeit spicier and not as rich. I never had eggnog. Does it taste good? I only had eggnog as a biscuit, but not as a drink. But I can see why Henry likes it. It's a great stamina drink. He probably needs it to keep up with Rachel's work. You're probably right. As long as he remembers to take breaks. Maybe I should invite him for a drink here sometime. What do you think? That would be lovely. Then consider it done. You know what? I don't think Hyde will show up tonight. Oh, why is that? When I called to confirm, he sounded annoyed. And it's not exactly great outside either. I thought he'd like this kind of weather. Him, yes. His car, not so much. That thing wouldn't survive this kind of storm. Now that you mention it, you may be right. I used to drive him in that car back in the day. Did he ever tell you how old it is? Yep, gave me the whole backstory of it. Oh, I guess I'm just surprised he still uses it at all. The car clearly holds a special meaning to him. And you loved eggnog, ooh. But is it easy to make? He was also quite sentimental about it. Which makes me wonder if it has anything to do with him moving back here. What do you mean? He lived here before, right? Yeah. And he kept bringing up the past, too. Are you saying his move is motivated by nostalgia? I was going to say homesickness. I mean, you're not wrong. He could be homesick. But I realize that makes no sense. I get what you're trying to say, though. Thank you for the hydrate, and I have coffee here. It's the strange longing for times gone by. Considering how fast things are changing these days. Maybe even too fast. Which is ironic, really. What is? Live long enough, you'll realize the only constant in life is change itself. Things like shifting necessities, curveballs, the world throws at you, decay. Just stuff we have to deal with indefinitely. Considering our lifespans, you'd think we'd get used to it at some point. But we never do. Never completely, anyway. I suppose the idea of getting used to change is a paradox in and of itself. Huh. That sounds about right. If coffee... it has less caffeine though, because I've been getting acid reflux. Perhaps nostalgia is like an anchor for dinosaurs like us. Keeps us from losing ourselves to the world's relentless speed. You get used to these after a while, huh? Pretty much. Oh, hey there. We meet again. Yes, hello. Excuse me for a moment. Got it. Riona, hi. Good evening. I'm meeting up with someone. Oh? Okay then. Is it Rachel? I know that, but you know, it's been giving me... What you call this? Coffee itself is giving me the bad acid reflux. How's your car, by the way? My car? Oh, you mean the tire? There's really no need for concern. It was an easy fix. But thank you for asking. My pleasure. May I order a cup of Russian tea? I think I have a recipe for Russian tea, if I'm not mistaken. The other one. Okay, I think I cracked Russian tea before. Tea, lemon, cinnamon. Gotcha. Tea, lemon, cinnamon. There is the Russian tea. Russian tea for the lady Russian to deliver. That's a good one. This is perfect, by the way. Thank you. You're welcome. So, who are you meeting with, if I may ask? You should know, shouldn't you? After all, you were tasked to give me his contact info. That's right, so you two connected in the end. To be perfectly honest, I actually forgot to contact him, not on purpose, mind you. I was just really busy, you see. I never had Russian tea, but it looks easy to make. There were a lot of backed up deliveries to clear. We all have our busy days. Yes, it gets overwhelming sometimes, doesn't it? Nevertheless, the real reason I forgot to contact him is because I've been spinning his thing to ease my anxiety. Oh yeah, his thing was is a fidget spinner. And people remember fidget spinners, right? It's like a spinning accessory to use to calm your nerves. Not gonna lie, I almost found the trend cringe because I'm like, okay, fidget spinner. What's next? Frisbee? I mean, fidget spinners is just like a miniature frisbee to me. I mean, don't get go in circles. His thing, you mean the fidget spinner? Almost out of context because if I didn't know what the fidget spinner was, I was thinking of something else. Yes, that. It serves as an effective distraction from my thoughts while I'm stuck in traffic. As such, I keep it in my car. I see. Makes sense you forgot as soon as you got back home. I feel bad, truly. I mean, you're just using it as intended. Yes. I mean, who still uses fidget spinners anyway? I mean, who would? So, how did you end up connecting then? He messaged me through my private social media last night. Oh? Yes, I wonder how he was able to find my account, to be honest. Stalker alert? Not to alarm you, but you can find just about anything online nowadays if you know your way around. That sounds quite worrisome. No, not really. If you keep your identity hidden, no one's really gonna bother. Honestly. Yes, concern has been raised about privacy issues. I suppose we all can do now is to consider carefully what we put out there. Right. I mean, let's be for real, my social media on personal is only for work. I barely post anything. I'm going to ask this one time, is this the amazing Brie? Oh yes, it's me, the one and only. The one and only, yes, it's me. So I assume you responded to him. I did, but it was a belated reply, and it was too late for us to keep chatting. That is why he asked to meet up here this evening. I see. Hope you're doing well, Brie. Oh, I'm good. I just woke up with a nice cup of coffee and some lunch. Though I may have eaten a little less for a few days now. What does he want from me? I guess we'll see. Yeah, so Hyde's not coming tonight. Probably for the best given the circumstances. Is he okay? Yeah, he just wants to take it easy tonight. Understandable. Is it the... Bruh. I'm not world famous, but thanks. My apologies for these surges. I was hoping it'd become more stable as the days go by, but... No need to apologize for something out of your control. That's right, you tried everything you could. I know. Thank you for the understanding. How are you doing, miss? Hey there. Did you manage to resolve your issues with children? Sorry? Oh, I mean the hospital admission problem from the other day? Oh, that. What were you thinking, Gala? Gala, were you doing something? And I wouldn't call myself world famous, but thanks. For a minute there, I thought I had beef with kids I was unaware of. Sorry for the misunderstanding. No worries, that was funny. It's only been a few days, so not as much has happened. How are you? Feeling better? Well, I apologize for the way I acted a few days ago. We all have our bad days, so don't worry about it. Thank you. While we're on the topic, I told Officer Georgie what happened to your car. Would you mind pointing out where you believe the incident took place? Sure. It was quite near the police station, actually, at a metered spot just outside the now defunct library. Oh, the vacant building at the Bourne intersection? I was just given biscuits and gravy. How good is biscuits and gravy, anyway? Yes, that's correct. I see. So it was originally a library. Ah, remove jacket. Yes, okay, here you go. Here's the view. Yes, yes. It could also be my southern bias, though. I mean, I never had a good biscuits and gravy, but only Popeyes here serve that, so maybe I could try biscuits and gravy on my day off, I guess. You know the area? I know of the property, yeah. It's been abandoned for a long time now, but it's a heritage building, so I often wonder why nothing's being done with it. Since it's located in a very populated, culture-centric neighborhood. A Sharingan. It's not even a Sharingan, but okay. I love gumbo, jambalaya, and biscuits. And also jambalaya. I don't see anyone cook jambalaya here. That's true. There's even an art college nearby, right? Then again, I've always found the street a bit odd. Odd? How? It's just barren. Especially if you consider the area. And the weird thing is, I feel like it wasn't always that way. Feel? Don't you mean remember? Nope, exactly what I said. It's a feeling, not a clear memory. Strange, isn't it? That is odd. Well, there used to be a flea market there a long time ago. Perhaps is that what you were recalling? A flea market, huh? The last time I drove there, I remember seeing nothing but concrete. Oh wait, there was a single dead tree surrounded by strange trinkets. A dead tree. No idea why I almost forgot about it. It stuck out like a sore thumb. About 8 feet tall, no leaves. Yeah, it's just that those kind of foods are not really popular from where I am. I barely get to hear jambalaya here. It's been there forever too, as far as I know. That hawthorn tree, there was something of a landmark for us drivers. And the trinkets you spoke of were actually remembrances of sorts. Remembrances? Hold on, I'm just going to recap a bit here. Okay, sure. Your car was vandalized near a parking spot in front of an abandoned library on a seemingly deserted street within the busy area that has a large dead tree surrounded by remembrances of for some reason. Sounds about right. Except the tree's no longer there. Oh. Give. Are you serious, Pops? Why wouldn't I be? That is crazy! Good evening, gentlemen. Hey, everyone. Oh boy. I thought I'd be early, but you're already here, lady. Hello. Wait, for the love of things holy, tell me my lighter is here. Officer Georgie, you're a cop. You should remember to not leave things at a crime scene. Or anywhere, really. You might not know when you'll need a lighter. Oh yeah, the horn game is on. Yes. A lighter? Yes, yes. Well, you're in luck because it is. Hot damn, thank goodness. Oh, bro. Hot damn, thank goodness. Would you like me to get it now for you? That's fine, I'm just glad to know it's here. Just bring it with my drink later. Sure, let me know when you're ready to order. Cheers. Well, well, well. What's up, y'all? What's new? Evening, officer. We were just talking about the spot where Miss Riona's car may have been vandalized. Oh? They got your car too, lady? Yes, but it's not a big issue. Still sorry you had to experience that. Where did you park your car, miss? I can send you the coordinates if you'd like. That'd be real swell. Got it. Okay. Oh. Is it within the area you expected or... Pretty much. The same location where I parked mine a week ago. I see. You can rest assured we already increased patrols in that area. That's great. But I am the only one doing it at the moment. Ah yes, the overworked Officer Georgie. That sucks. What's that? Am I hearing you, out of all people, doubting my skill, Bree? No, considering you were really helpful last time. No, of course not. I just thought it means an unfortunate increase to your workload. Ah, well, them's the breaks, I suppose. Anyway, give me your strongest espresso, Brie, and don't forget my lighter. Now, you're just reminding me of Freya, because Freya used to take this, espresso a lot. And let's not forget your lighter, dear sir. Oh, there it is. Thanks, Brie. You probably think I'm being silly. Yeah, you are. But what can I say? It's my lucky charm. Yeah, it's borderline superstitious, I know. Don't you have anything of the sort? Well, I have a good reason to be superstitious. Whether I don't have this with me, things happen. Right, alright. Here comes the strongest espresso in the house. Cheers. Ah, perfect as always. Are you ready to order? Might as well. I like something desserty, because it's my cheat day. Sure thing. Any specifics in mind? Well, I saw this video Spanish hot cocoa drink yesterday. It's so thick I thought it was chocolate sauce. The name also reminded me of a song, but for some reason I can't remember the title right now. You know, that sounds oddly familiar. For real? You know how the thick cocoa's got milk and a little hot spicy kick in it. Ah, okay, so... Let's see. Let's see if they have it. Yo, Mari. Ihite nandayo, indeed. Oh, Spanish Sahara. Alright. Chocolate, milk, ginger. Okay. Chocolate, milk, and a little bit of ginger. Wait. I fucked up. Chocolate, milk, ginger. There we go. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of curious about some of the coffee drinks. Like, they actually put ginger in coffee. I mean, I think I wouldn't mind trying that to balance up my spice thing. Here comes a cup of Spanish Sahara for you. Oh, so that's what it's called. That's what we call it here, at least. Very cool. Then bon appetit. Should I try it? Like, I also want to try cinnamon. I think this is it. Very tasty. Thanks, Brie. You're so welcome. So, Pops, just earlier you were telling me about your creepy patrolling experience, right? Was it in the same location where the lady's car was? Oh, so you guys were getting along. Creepy patrolling experience. Well, I don't know if I should even talk about it, but maybe it's just a tad too spooky, even for me. What happened? Tell him, Pops. It's not a big deal, honestly. Then all the more reason to talk about it, right? Maybe someone here will know something. You've got a point there. Y'all were talking about that. Sorry, my mic peaked. Let me lower it down. Y'all were talking about the area anyway, right? Yep. Well, I've been patrolling there the past few nights. The street itself is fairly straightforward. It's about half a mile round trip from the intersection and back. There's nothing much there either. A concrete sidewalk with metered parking spots. A fence here and there. And an unfinished construction site with a couple of CCTVs dotted about. No tree? What tree? There used to be a dead tree in front of the old library. Ah. Oh, that old dead tree. It was uprooted by the city back in January. Ah. The commercial community decided it wasn't really a good look. So when the city started a massive cleanup project last year, well, they simply voted to get rid of it. I see. Why? What's up? We were actually talking about it earlier, and being a decade-old landmark aside, could there be something more to the tree than just, well, being old? You think so? That's what I think after listening to Miss Riona. Aw. Are you expecting something from me, Brie? Uh-huh. Oh, no, no, no. I'm sorry if I crossed the line. You just seem to know a lot about it, and I don't want to mix up the facts. Oh, not gonna lie, she's pretty cute. Licorice root tea? Not licorice root tea. But if we're talking about root tea itself, I've had ginseng root tea before. Licorice is not common, but other roots like ginseng is actually common here. And it's a very herbally spicy tea at that. But licorice is not popular here. We don't have it as a tea. I understand, but I would like to hear the officer's spooky tale first if you don't mind. Gladly, miss. Almost forgot about me there, huh? I did not. So anyway, patrolling on that street is an easy task. Only 45 cars would park there overnight at most. Which makes keeping track a breeze. Sounds ideal enough. As expected though, nothing happened the first 2 nights, but... Ginseng tea right now. Oh, Gib. Yesterday? Was a different story. Why did the music change? Hold on. I hate how the timing is so perfect. This guy's just... What a stage setup, eh? Eh? Oh, phew. There you go. Perfect. Thank goodness. Sorry about that. Please continue. Alrighty. Well, it was nearing the end of my shift and I found nothing was amiss. There were only 4 cars parked that night. 2 spaced across the street and 2 on the opposite corners side by side. My plan was to leave after I walked one last round to make sure everything was okay. And a reminder, you can cover the whole place in only 8 minutes. Okay. Then at the end of my walk, I took a drag on my cigarette. Smug as I was about to clock out, thinking it was another night job well done, right? Wrong. as I was immediately faced with the impossible. Three cars, two side by side, one across the street, all tires flattened. That's 12 vandalized tires for you, in a span of less than 10 minutes. That is so strange. It would take several minutes to flatten just one tire. And that's if you're using the right tools, right? But that wasn't all. Oh no, it wasn't. Because there was one moment when the streetlights went out, suddenly and all at once. I also have some crazies like epimedium tea. Ooh, is it good? What? Right after that, I hear flurries of footsteps and laughter. They're look at this guy. They were going farther and farther away from the scene, and yet I saw nothing at all. Oh, are you sure? Did the CCTV catch anything? The infrareds actually managed to catch something, but the videos weren't clear at all, so I'm still investigating it. Jeez Louise, Pops, that's way spookier than what you told me in the car. You were in the car. That's cool though. Hi Yoshida, hi. Thank you for the Patreon attendance. How are you? I may be laughing now, but I almost pissed my pants there, you see. Well, whoever they were, they sure worked fast, right? Anyway, Brie, I think I want another drink. All that talking makes my throat dry, and coffee just ain't cutting it. Roger that, what would you like? What do you suggest? How about some tea with ginger and honey? Sounds good. Can you use the red flower stuff you have as a base? You mean hibiscus? Definitely. Okay, then I like a red flower tea with ginger and a touch of honey. Okay, so just hibiscus, ginger, honey. Oh, I play gacha games, just not today. Tejaherosella. One piping hot Tejaherosella for you. Oh, what does it mean? Jahe means ginger, te means tea, and Rosella is Roselle, another name for hibiscus. I mean, I play gacha games, just not when I have work the following hours. I usually play calmer games when I have work the following day. Then the hardcore stuff will be on the off days. You are a fox. What happens to your ears? My ears are here. They're droopy fox ears. They just twitch when I blink real time. How you doing? How you doing, Brie? Oh, I'm good. I'm just playing some coffee talk and oh, my redeems. Much better. Ah. I'm pretty good though. I'm just continuing my visual novel stuff. Well, kinda. We're just playing a coffee talk too. Anyways. I see a legit herbal drink. Spicy, but perfect for the weather. Good call, Brie. I'm happy to please. If that's the case, let me join your patrol, Pops. Oh god. No, Lucas, you're not good at this. I mean, yeah, like there's like different kinds of fox breeds, so I'm not gonna lie. There's the normal orange fox and the cross fox that have like pointing ears, just like standing pointy ears. Then you have fennec foxes that would either have droopier ears or the same kind of ears that most foxes do. So there's those kind. I'm on the droopy fox gang. I mean droopy fox ear gang rather. Because I'm not scared of ghosts. Real beings scare me more. Wait a second, what do you mean by ghosts? Jumping the gun a little there, ain't ya? I don't know, Pops. Maybe it's even something crazier than that. This is a really serious problem, kid. I like how Lucas is just chilling here. Can be a rare fox. I mean, the closest fox that I would look like IRL is the cross fox. The cross fox is literally mostly black and white. So that could be close to the thing that I'm related to in VTuber lore. But I'm demonic, so that's a different story. Don't joke around like that. Sorry. Interesting. You know something? No, not me, but she might. Right, the tree, wasn't it? Oh yeah. What about it, miss? It's your turn to finish your thought. I'm not sure if I can be any use at all, but... I only saw an orange, pink, and white fox. Well, there are also black or purple black foxes. You can put me as in the purple black category, because that's what my hair color is from. Officer, are you aware of the story behind that tree? Huh? I recall what you said earlier. People often leave remembrances around it. What do you mean by that, miss? It's because someone passed away there. What? Allow me to explain. I mentioned there was once a flea market on that street, correct? Right. They call it the fairy market. It was an unofficially set up by the transients of the community. Transients being the government's term for unregistered citizens, including all the other uncategorizable beings at the time. Fairies were a part of that. Huh. I remember learning about it. After the war, the government made its first official attempt to sort things out. Organizing equitable classifications was thought as one of the first steps towards civil peace. Can be a Yaimiko Fox style, but cool. Yeah, think of me as a mix of Raiden Mei from Honkai 3rd and Yaimiko from Genshin Impact. Then put an eye patch on it and a Yalan coat. That's me. But it was oversimplified, inefficient, and not speedy enough. Was all that before the Vindication Act? Yo, Keita, why you bonking me? Hi. Way before that. Many who couldn't register were basically in administrative limbo. What? That's as good as like not existing at all. Really, that's horrible. It was the main reason why the fairy market was created in the first place, to ensure transients' survival throughout the changing times. In more ways than one. The market had no real schedule, therefore, the start of Fairy Week would be marked by flowers strewn along the intersection, just so people would notice and come take a look. That sounds kinda too low-key, no? Hi, Keita. There was a black fox in Hoyo games. I mean, there's two, sorry. Yeah, there's two of them. There's Miyabi. I'm not sure about the other one. Because it was illegal, silly. Oh. And that was exactly the problem. The market ran day and night, its format unchanging. At the same time, the economy was slowly reshaping the landscape. People started to spend more, becoming reckless, while the laws were still shaky at best. Gonna pull for Verisa? No. Then a tragic incident occurred one night. A drunk driver was speeding and went off course, striking a vendor there. And the only evidence left of the crime scene was that tree, standing where there was no tree before. Wait a second, what? Why did I never hear about it? I don't play Genshin, so no. Hold on, my someone's calling me. Okay, I'm back. Someone just called me. Anyways, I got a hot dog with me. How long ago was this? I'm not sure. But yes, I'm back. The accident occurred in 1959, but the market itself was forcefully disbanded in 1961. Happened before I was born, huh? Yes, I remember everything now. Oh, you know? Oh wait, you've been around since the 60s, Gala. It was actually quite an infamous case, wasn't it? But due to the nature of the beings involved, most people couldn't help but, well, forget. Huh? We're talking about the late 50s to early 60s here. Post-war media was still quite scarce. And I remember the drunk driver was also the son of a very wealthy individual. Oh, correct. That wasn't exactly the part that made the case so infamous. It was due to the fact that no body was ever found at the crash site, as well as the vendor being a transient with no legal ID or paper trail. As a result, the court had no choice but to dismiss the case. But there was a body, wasn't it? Just not the peop- That's just not the one people might expect. You mean the tree. Right. That's a weird way of saying it. When semi-spiritual beings like us pass on from the physical world, some may leave specific landmarkers behind. Not all can do that though. Us banshees don't do that, you know? No, we simply disappear. So if I'm getting this right, the tree couldn't be used as evidence because it wasn't classified as remains yet. The witnesses were in the same boat, no paper trail. So the driver's lawyer took advantage of the loopholes, and that's messed up. Beyond messed up, pops. Whoa, I'm boiling. Hmm. But that's like a 50-year-old case. Would you guys want to investigate something that's this old? Hmm. I'll take a further look into it more, miss. But I have a question for you. Yes? You think the vandalism has anything to do with the tree removal? I mean, ever since the tree was removed, don't you think? I was scared for my life. I was being chased a chihuahua today. Huh? Wait, how'd you get chased by a chihuahua? I don't know. I suppose it might begin depend on when the acts of vandalism happen. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I better get going. It's almost time for my shift. Okay, officer. Break a leg, Pops. I'd rather not. Stay safe. Will do. I'll keep y'all posted. I better go as well. Got an early shift tomorrow. Oh yeah, I feel that. Also, let me finish the hot dog. There's one thing I want to confirm though, if you don't mind, miss. Yes. It's about the fairies passing and how everyone ends up forgetting about them afterwards. I really thought that was just a myth. I guess not. Unfortunately, that is why there used to be a memorabilia around that tree. There were efforts by those who remembered to preserve the memory. You didn't get bitten by a chihuahua, right? Because being bitten by a dog doesn't sound good, does it? Anywho, yeah. Being bitten by a dog does not sound good at all. But it wasn't enough, was it? Else we'd still have the tree. It really makes me question my memory. Are there any people I might have forgotten? Were there events I missed? It is quite scary to think about. Hi, Moshiki. Nah, but god, those little things are scary. You know, the smaller, the closer to the underground, if you know what I mean. Hi, Moshiki, how are you? For beings like us, being forgotten is inevitable. So, no need to feel bad about it. Is that so? Oh, I didn't catch your name, by the way. I'm Gayla. Oh, I'm Lucas. Nice to meet you, sir. Well then, nice meeting you. Good luck with your future auditions, Miss Friona. Thank you. See you around. Bye, Bree. Take care. I'm good. Oh, that's good. You okay? It's getting real late. I still want to talk, but if you're tired, let me know. Have you eaten? Do you want something to eat? We don't sell food here. You don't? No wonder your place is always empty. Well, just kidding, Bree. Don't hate me, please. Well, do you want another drink, maybe? I wouldn't mind one. Nice. What do you feel like having? Something without milk with a refreshing feeling and some brightness into it. I'm also quite partial to the blue pea tea. Oh. Okay, I'll order something for you. May I? Sure. We could try this mix? Yeah, what is it? As blue pea, a lot of mint and splash of lemon. Okay, wait. Blue pea, mint, lemon. Now, what I was saying is, they're closer to hell, and ooh, galaxy mint tea. Here you go, miss, from the man sitting right beside you. It looks nice, very pretty. I like it, thank you. I'm glad you do. Oh wow, Brie, it looks exactly what I was envisioned. You're a G. I'm happy you both enjoyed it. But man, the whole case earlier though, it was a lot to take in. Also about the whole forgetting thing, that really gave me chills. Why? Don't you feel scared? Of just disappearing in the end? Cause I do. That's why I thought I finally understood you too. I mean, the reason why you wanted to become a soprano your way, but traditional way. Oh, care to compare notes? Because I've yet to entirely certain about that myself. Oh, yes, true. Okay. Anyways, for the lurkers that are in the stream, how are you guys doing? At Pats. Really? Okay. Now that's what you call a huge pressure. Before that though, eh. Mhm. Go ahead. What inspired you to go down this path? I mean, I may have an idea on why you're choosing the hard way, but why a soprano in the first place? Because it's been done before. Pardon? There was already a banshee who did it before. So I know it's not impossible. Whoa, for real? He was a part of the Sorbet aria and she was not very well known. What is a Sorbet aria? I mean she was a secondary character. Back in the early 19th century opera, a sorbet arias would be sung towards the end of the second act, usually before the evening ended. Hawkers would use the last time to offer their wares for the last time to the patrons, often desserts. And sorbet aria. Oh, I see. Like background sing at the end of the show or something? Yes. Things are different nowadays because people are expected to listen to the end. The first time I heard her voice was an old recording of a comedy opera. I was still very young back then. Yes. She was playing a confused maid role at the very end of the opera, wondering why and how people could act so crazy when in love. But despite her confusion, she thought she wasn't so old that she couldn't find out the reason herself. It was a funny epilogue to the opera, but hearing a Banshee sing such a playful and lighthearted piece, it was truly an eye-opener for me. Oh man, I bet it was. Sadly, I couldn't find any of her other works. It always stuck with me, nonetheless. So I left my commute and started trying on my own. That's really cool and brave of you to do so. I agree. I never talked about this before. It's a bit embarrassing. Nah, don't be embarrassed. I think you're super cool. You're just feeling inspired to push yourself beyond what's expecting of you and wishing to leave a mark on this world. Is that what you think? Uh-huh. You're just trying to follow a path that has been traveled before, and that's not always a bad thing, especially for beings like us. You're just being careful yet courageous. Right, because your path you're choosing to walk on is still difficult. Hmm, regarding leaving your mark, I don't know. I just feel maybe you're the same as me. Like, what's the point of being born if nobody's going to remember us, right, Brie? No comment. Aw. Why do you want to be remembered so much? Why wouldn't you? Us Banshees see the end differently than most. So, care to enlighten me? I can't speak for anyone else, but in my case, I was a kid who grew up in a large family, you see. Like, humongously large. That literally couldn't count all my siblings even if I wanted to. Because they're everywhere thanks to my dad. Oh. We weren't wealthy though, not even close. The money situation was always suffocating us for real. But sometimes dad would drop by to give us some money, though it wasn't even enough to cover utilities for more than a couple of months. Then he'd just leave again for a couple of days later. Are you the eldest? Nope. But my older bros had already moved out by the time I hit high school. Hmm. I was so surprised when my dad gave me the house after he died. Oh. Which is where my mom and siblings live now. I'm sorry to hear about your father. No, it's fine. Anyways, so my older brothers came back, right? They wanted me to sell the house and divide the earnings. Inheritance. You didn't do that, right? Heck no. That's why I left for LA. But they really wanted to sell the house. They have to chase after me. Good call. Thankfully, my younger siblings and I are pretty tight. We're a good team. That's a relief. But that was also why I needed money fast. I needed to send money to help with my family's bills, and of course I could stay alive as well. That's why I ended up having to join the production house. The production house? Yeah, it was like a bunch of content creators getting together to make videos every day. I was young and naive too, you know. This was my first time venturing to another state completely alone, after all. So I didn't know better how predatory things could be. Man, this isn't gonna be an entertaining story. If you're uncomfortable, you don't have to talk about it. No, it's not that. I just really didn't like that production house, but I need the money. Someone there saw my vlogs and invited me in, and one of the youngest there tried to get along with everyone. But you see, we were all content creators in the entertainment industry, right? which means we all had huge egos. Oh boy. So naturally, there was somewhat of a hierarchy of sorts. Trying to be an all-around helpful turned me into the butt of the joke all the time. That didn't discourage me at all that much, by the way. I mean, I also learned a lot there, not gonna lie. Still. Well, long story short, being tokenized sucked. The end. No disagreement there. Sorry, I swear that wasn't what I wanted to talk to you about. It's fine. I actually learned a lot this evening. I just don't want to take up more of your time. So can I just ask you a direct question? Sure. Would you be interested in guest starring on my new show? Huh? Huh? I realized I was being dumb the day we first met. I kind of forced my thoughts on you and was just being a general smartass. I undermined your straightforward efforts because I was jealous of your solid resolve. Since everything I did was anything but. But you succeeded eventually, didn't you? And you worked hard for it. Yeah, I almost ended up losing sight of why I'd been doing all this in the first place. I went with the flow, made excuses a lot, all to justify the game, but to what end? That's why I've been trying to pull together a talent showcase for those who need extra exposure. It's going to be a small production thing. It'll be paid, I swear, and not with exposure either. Though it wouldn't be much at first, because I don't have that much money ready to use at the moment, so... Wait, this is a bit sudden, don't you think? No pressure though. How does the show work? Well, I'm not 100% sure of the shape of it, but ideally we will have like an interview at first and I'll record your singing, I'll bring all the gear. I will also be doing all the editing and stuff. It's gonna take a bit of time since I still have my main show to do. But I did start my vlogging journey on my own too. So I can bet the result will still be quality. Your show will tank if I'm the first guest, you realize that, right? If it does, then it doesn't deserve to exist. I don't care about the haters, what you do. That's why I won't push you. Ah, I'm flattered, but no thank you. Okay. Thanks for considering me, though. Thanks for giving it a thought. Oh, looks like I have to go. Okay. It's nothing to do with what you said, okay? Just bad timing. Yes, I get it. Cool. I hope we can meet again like this. If you want to. Maybe? I'll take it. Thanks for your time too, Brie. Sorry if I bored you. No, it truly was my pleasure. Oh, okay, I really have to go. See you around? Safe trip. Alrighty, see you, Brie. Come again soon. Man, they're getting along so well, huh? I think tonight was the most I've talked in the past 2 years. And I'm quite glad to hear that. Thank you, Brie. For what? For being such a good host. I know I'm not the easiest being to get along with. It's always a pleasure to have you and everyone around. Then I'll be taking my leave. I feel like I have a lot to rethink. I'll see you again soon. And we'll be waiting always. Safe trip, Spirona, and have a good night. Aw. Whew. I think I'm done for the night. I hope everything will work out for everyone. I hope so. Dream in blue. Ah. I haven't tried butterfly pea tea. Hibiscus is my main drink, but butterfly pea. I think I could just check Starbucks for that. Ah, yes. Another rainy day. And it's already been an hour. Anywho. So, what is on the news for the day, actually? Lunar cell panel prototype ready for first tests. World Golem Culture Center grand opening to be held in Bhutan. Newcomer progressive elven metal band Avatar. Top US mix charts. Wait, Avatar. Okay. Okay, so another day at the coffee shop. What to expect, I wonder? All the ingredients are stocked up, yes. You have to make sure the ingredients are in good shape. Hmm. And the weather's keeping quiet. I wouldn't call that quiet, though. Looks like a good night to listen to some stories. Where's Freya, though? It's been a while. Yo, Gayla, hey. Ah, the other two. And my sibling. Hello, hi. When I say we're siblings, check the color scheme. Maybe you'll notice. Yes, we have a similar color scheme. Yeah, you too. I still remember the time you said you got gagged. God damn it. Anyways, let's start. Let's start before I say something. Good evening, Mr. Hyde, Mr. Gala. Nice to see you too. How did it go at the hospital today? Well, it was fine except I was a little exhausted. Goodness, are you having issues with children again? No, that's not it, it's just... Well, for starters, my fury is giving me a hard time. Your fury? Is it the full moon already? Nope, I sometimes get pre-fury symptoms. Pre-fury symptoms? Yeah, it's a common thing for werewolves. A few days before the full moon, our bodies started to prepare for the fury. And that changes the way they react to pretty much everything. Symptoms vary depending on who you ask. But it can affect our muscles, our appetite, or energy levels. It can give us headaches and a lot of other stuff. Small but annoying. That doesn't sound pleasant. No, to be honest, it's not great. For me, I've been feeling pretty sore and more tired than usual. And a bit crankier as well. Why does that sound like the Shark Week? That sounds like the Shark Week to us. Is there a drink that could help you with it? I never found one, but if anyone can come up with it, it's you, Brie. Since Gala had to soothe your fury, maybe it would work for pre-fury as well. Maybe, but I think it need to be more relaxing. Like a Gala habit with no caffeine and maybe blue. Okay, let me see that. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? A Gala had but blue, huh? Let's see, let me check the drinking choices. Oh. It's tea, okay. Blue pea. Milk. Ginger. Ooh, it's really blue. Here you go, a gala tea for you. Do you come up with these names on the spot, Brie? Ah, no, it takes a bit of soul searching. To tailor it to the situation and so on. It almost makes it sound like you know in advance what we're going to order. Call it the sixth sense. Right, let's see how your sixth sense tastes. Wow, this is excellent, exactly what I needed. I'm very happy to hear that. What's with the long looks, you two? Did something happen? Actually, Bree, guess I'll just come up with... I need your help. My help. Come on, I wasn't that bad. No. No, I was so tired today I nearly fell asleep on the job. Er, but most importantly, it's not good for you. Moping around, sulking, refusing to look at solutions. I've never seen you like this and I'm getting worried. There's nothing to worry about. You say that, but then you spend entire nights looking miserable. No advice I come with is good enough. And hide, I'm barely keeping it together as it is. You should know by now how I feel when Fury's about to hit. I take it you two ended up chatting yesterday after all? You bet we did. After I walked out of here, I headed home and found this one lying on the sofa, staring at the ceiling, looking so gloomy it sucked the color out of the room. And it's not the first time either, it's a constant these days. Hi, why are you depressed? Where is that zesty vampire? Please help me help him, Bree. I'm at my wit's end. Mr. Hyde? Fine. The truth is, I'm bored to death. Or I would be if it wasn't for the whole immortality thing. I'm nearing 40 years old. I've never been this bored in my entire life. Interesting, you usually make it sound like you're much older. 40 years old in vampire years. I'm not saying how old that is in other species years. Eyes on the prize, Bree. Intervention first, gossip later. My apologies, why are you so bored, Mr. Hyde? My job. What was that? My job. I no need to shout. Well, I'm also irritated about it, okay? Hi, we're in the same boat. I was feeling that the same way with my job, bro. I'm not exactly used to sitting around twiddling my thumbs, but modeling stopped fun ages ago. You did mention something like that last time. You are trying to leave modeling behind them. Yeah. Is there a specific reason for that? It's all just so brief. Back when I started modeling, people thought of fashion in a different way. They wanted to keep their outfits for a while, so they had to be elegant, well-made, and versatile. Some campaigns that I featured stayed in for billboards for months, and I knew clothes would last decades. In a way, it felt like I was building a bond with their wearers. I endorsed something that would feature in their cherished memories, but then social media came and all became disposable. The clothes themselves, of course, but the models even more. I should have campaigned the brand posts online gets attention for what, 10 minutes? Then another campaign comes in and everything's forgotten. Oh yeah, I get that with social media. Social media is so constantly used that I think leaving a last impression is not one of its functions. Like Twitter, for example. You post something there, people don't really recognize it, and they'd rather fuel on something that literally lasts longer, like problems. That's what I mean, but them. Blink and it's gone. Blink gone from alien stage at this point. There's no bond to be built there. Isn't that changing these days though with slow fashion and the like? That's true and people are getting into vintage clothes too. I salute that, but the reality of my job remains the same. What about your fans? You have so many people following you. You mentioned that last night and my answer hasn't changed. They follow me because they think I'm pretty. Being admired is nice but doesn't constitute a bond. Are you saying that you'd like to leave more of a mark? Maybe so. It would be nice if I did something that people remembered, that became a part of their lives in a real way. You do know you have people in your life in a real way, right? People who always remember you? That's not the same thing. Maybe you should study to become a doctor or something. That will make a real difference. No, thank you. That job still needs to be fun. Studying for 10 years just to exhaust myself in 14 hours shift. No, you have a point there. Did you mistake me for a hard-working vampire? Do you see what I'm dealing with, Brie? It does seem a bit a thorny issue. People you'd like to mull it over with a drink in hand, Mr. Hyde? Yeah, that sounds good. Just make me something I like. Anything you've seen me enjoy recently or when we first met. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you would love Zobo. Here you go, Mr. Hyde. You seem to like this well enough. Heh. Nice friend, you lost your bet, Hyde. A bet? When Hyde was wallowing in self-pity yesterday, I told him many people cared about him, and I bet he could remember what he liked even if he gave you no instructions. So now I get to say that I was right, and Hyde gets to buy me dinner. At the place of my choosing. You're going to pick that horrible steakhouse again, aren't you? You know it. Have you won other bets in the past, Mr. Gala? Let's see. You say it, Hyde. He He won every single one of the bets we've made before. Wow. Yeah, I'm this close to being able to buy a new TV with the money I'm saving on food. Just rub it in my face, why won't you? Oh, hi everyone. Hey, Lua. Hi, Lua. Busy night, I see. Hi, Miss Lua. Busy and lively, just the way we like it. That's good. And I'm really glad you're here, Hyde. I wanted to apologize for the other night. I was excited to see you, especially since it had been a while. But we ended up fighting with Bailey's instead. You must be getting bored of our arguments. It's alright, they're kind of fun to watch. Oh boy, this guy. He thinks lovers quarrel is drama. They're kind of fun to watch. Oh boy, boy. How are things with you two, by the way? Just let me order something before I answer, if that's alright, Bree. Of course, what would you like? A sore throat. Is there anything you can recommend me? Definitely something with honey and lemon. Sounds great. I like a lemon and honey drink. A lemon and honey drink. Okay. Let's see. Well, all I know it's okay, it's oh, okay. Cough syrup. Oh boy. Midnight Summer Stream. Wait a minute. I keep forgetting there's two kinds of tea here. There we go. Cough syrup. Here goes some honey to soothe, some lemon to boost recovery. Thanks, Dr. Bree. Ah, this is really lovely. Just what I needed. That's great to hear. My company's trying to get a big contract, so I've been organizing meetings with everyone. Making sure it's all according to plan. That sounds pretty tough. Yeah, it's a lot of responsibilities and decision making. And part of me likes that, but part of me feels the pressure of it. So it's nice to be able to unwind with a warm cup. Anyhow, to answer your early question, Gayla, you've probably gathered that Vi and I have been fighting. Yes, and Hyde told me a little bit about it too. Right, well, we haven't discussed the wedding for the past couple of days. And honestly, it's done me a lot of good. The thing is, I know Bai means well. He suggests all these things that he thinks I'd like, and I should like them. He's paying attention, not just sending random ideas. I should be grateful that he's trying to please me, but I get annoyed instead. And then I started feeling guilty that I'm annoyed, which makes me even more annoyed. It's not that great, I know. It'd be easier if we always acted rationally, if we only got annoyed at the right people for the right reasons. But things aren't that simple, are they? That's true. Although I guess if you figured it out what actually annoys you, it would help. Yeah, Mr. Hyde, it's your job. That's your job, Mr. Hyde. Who's you're the one who keeps repairing relationships here. I don't know why it's your job, but yeah, for some reason it's your job. Anywho, at first I thought I was tired or worried. The decision making at my job is taking a toll for sure. It's a bit hard for me to also deal with organizing things in my personal life. Also, the financial side of it is hard to navigate. I don't want Bai to spend too much money, but he's right that involving my family comes with strings attached. I'm not sure how to avoid that though, but I'm realizing that might not be even the main issue. The more he sends me links to venues and caterers, the more it feels wrong to me. I don't mean the wedding itself, I want to get married to Bai, but the way we're planning it, I don't know. I've been to my friends' weddings before. I've also been browsing the popular wedding pictures online. There's always these big parties, very put together, very classy. They have their whole families over, their friends and colleagues. They rent these beautiful barns and they hire live bands. They wear designer dresses and bespoke suits. I used to look at and think, this is great, this is what I want. But that all feels more and more off to me. Why don't you tell your fiance that? What if he thinks I'm getting cold feet? Or that I'm questioning his ability to help with the budget? That's up to how you communicate it, isn't it? Right, but it's still a difficult topic. We've been through so much, you all know that. This is supposed to be a special day, a way to celebrate our partnership. Bai wants to honor that. He'll feel awful if he thinks I don't. Or if he thinks I don't trust him. I swear, you and your elf are well matched. Hyde is pretty much my favorite character here. Though I question his shit sometimes. You always worry about what other people think, instead of working out your own wants and needs. You do realize that's the important bit, right? I mean, generally yes, I get that, but how does it apply here? What do you think it means to honor your partnership? To celebrate it properly for starters? Right. And who are you in that partnership with? I believe you met him, the blonde guy with the puppy eyes. Right, and I'm glad you remember that because you were making it sound like you were in a relationship with your friends who got married and the strangers who put up the weddings online. This is your relationship you're celebrating. Why are you so concerned with other people's weddings? Your special day needs to make sense to the two of you. Have it in the trainers at fast food joint if that's what you like. The way you can also take the budget out of the equation. A simpler wedding won't feel shabby if you make it feel properly yours. I still want a pretty outfit and decent food. Thank goodness. But point well taken. It's just my family might have certain expectations. Did they openly say that? No. Then maybe they do, or maybe you just think they do. The only way to find out is to talk to them. Besides, isn't Bailey's also about to become your family? You are sure the only family he's got. I'm not saying this disinvite everyone or to fight with them or anything, but you shouldn't put their needs above your own. I really shouldn't, should I? You've given me food for thought, thanks, Hyde. My pleasure. You should be a marriage counselor. You're good at this shit. Amazing how you perk up when you give people advice, Hyde. Maybe you should become a therapist. Hmm. Ahem. Yeah, why not? Gee, thanks for the vote of confidence. I did say I might become a couples counselor. Yeah, for some reason, you're so good at it. Like, sometimes the most single people often give the better advice here. I can relate to that because I've been into so many relationships before until I decided to become single forever because fuck it. But you're pulling it off really nicely, Hyde. But I agree with what you implied. I don't think I'm quite tactful enough for that. Are you looking to change careers, Hyde? He's bored of modeling. Finds it too impermanent, wants to leave a mark, wants to have fun. Just a very quick summary. Oh, I see. Well, is there any way you can make modeling fun again? I don't think so. Last time I had proper fun was maybe 20 years ago. What happened then? I was modeling a capsule collection for a young designer, and she wanted to take her own pictures. She got a studio, lugged the outfits there, found someone to do the makeup. Then she whipped out an old film camera, proper relic. I hadn't seen like one since the 60s. My granddad has an old black and silver camera with two lenses. Mm. Wait, hold on a minute. Ah, ah, man, work really pisses me off. Okay, where were we? Now where was I? Sorry, I got distracted. But wait, is it... Wait, was it something like that? Yep, exactly like that. She said she preferred it because of the way it captured the light, also because it was a slower experience. Something that would allow us to connect more. At first, I didn't think of it much. I started doing the usual posing, switching, posing some more, but something felt different and I realized what it was. Most of the time we were just talking. She only took a picture once in a few minutes of that. Is that unusual? Yeah, most of the fashion photographers take dozens of pictures in a row. I felt a bit sorry for her, to be honest. I thought she didn't know what was she doing and that's... Hold on. No, resume game. We got kind of friendly, I guess. Because at the end of it, she let me use up the remaining exposure. I fooled around, shot some random stuff and one portrait of her. Then she suggested I come up with her to her darkroom. Watch how she developed the pictures and how they came out. You did always have fun for dark places. Comes with the territory. But as for the pictures, well, they were gorgeous. First of all, look. I looked really like me and, a me I could recognize. But that's not what even stuck with me the most. Hmm. 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 I'll probably wrap this in like 2 hours, but let's continue. It's the care she put into processing each frame, working each picture through the chemical bath. Hanging them, drying them was like watching a magical ritual. Hi Rollo. Not gonna lie, my mood gotten sour today. When she saw it, she got a bit emotional. Also spoilers, I'm playing the second one. Oh yeah, my mood kinda turned sour out of nowhere for some reason, but meh. Work. She said she was used to being on the other side of the camera. It was the first time she really liked the portrait someone took of her. I'm in a weird place these days. It's not like me to tell these kind of tales. Or to launch into soppy monologues, really. Just forget it. No, I think it's a beautiful story. And it gives you an idea, I think, of another career for you. Please share, Lua. You'd be doing both of us a solid. Go on then. Well, maybe it's because I've looked at so many of them recently. Cheer up soon. Yeah, apparently I mixed up with one of the dates and I'm like... They couldn't even tell me which patient was it. Hmm. So, Yeah, I was getting a little tired with it, not gonna lie. But anyway, it was already resolved. I just wish that, oh, I don't know. But which one was it? They said 25, but then they were requesting 26. They didn't even tell me which date it was. Ah, yeah, I'm not gonna write on the board anymore if that's the case. If that's what you said, it captures the night beautifully, and it's a more personal, slower approach. Maybe you could try that. Who, me? No, the other vampire who's looking for a new line of work. I think we got the wrong guy here, Lua. Hi, Maxie. I know I'm disgustingly sentimental these days, but I'm not that far gone. Attending one wedding gives me cavities, let alone several per month. Ah well, forget about it then. No, don't forget about it at all, bro. Hi. Yeah, my mood has gotten sour. It would be perfect for you. Come on, Hyde. I know you like to play strong and sarcastic, but you are sentimental. And you love to chat people up. You solve all the bridesmaids' drama and offend the parents. But most importantly, you do something for these people that they'll never forget. They'll look at your pics their whole lives. If that's not leaving a mark, I don't know what is. It's okay. You're assuming they won't get divorced. I don't know if this is the right topic for Miss Lua. That's alright, I know some marriages end in divorce, but that doesn't change anything, does it? Whether a marriage lasts for a few months or several decades, the wedding is still an unforgettable moment in someone's life. That career in the mafia is really looking up. You're hopeless. I'm falling asleep on my chair now, so I'm gonna head back. Do whatever you want, you thick-skulled vampire. Just don't stay out too late, okay? Yeah, alright. That's my cue as well. I have some thinking to do. And maybe some talking. Thanks again, Hyde, and good luck. I hope your next adventure is a good one. It will be. Good night, Lua. Good night, Bree. See you later. Good night, you two. Here we go again, last one sitting. You didn't say anything about that wedding photographer idea. It's ridiculous, right? That's not for me to say, but I wouldn't call it ridiculous. It sounds like you enjoyed the whole film photography experience. You do like being around people, don't you? I do sometimes, but I'm not a romantic. People get married, they think they're taking a step into forever. And game's going good. Just had an annoying work call. But I was getting tired of my job anyway. Well, there's no such thing as forever. Everyone ends up disappointed in some way, and the next thing you know, I don't want to sound too depressing. So you don't believe in love? Of course I do, but only in a certain kind. Hmm. You can choose to keep supporting someone to enjoy their company. You can do that for years with friends, family, and lovers. But at the end of the day, you're still you, a separate person. And there's still them, there's no two souls becoming one, not really. I'd know the one time I tried it really didn't work out. But do you regret trying? No, I guess I don't. It confirmed for me that marriage and the like. Also, who retweeted? Hmm. Oh, okay. It's never going to be my thing, and there's freedom in knowing that about myself. It's given me space to build other relationships that work much better. But at the same time, when I see people who truly believe it, people who walk into it, willing to share their lives so closely, even for the most of them, it won't pan out. There's something beautiful there. Like watching a butterfly fly too close to a flame, or a flower bloom like it will never wilt. And on that day, for a minute when I said we'd be together forever, and meant it, I sure felt alive. If you know all that, then you must also know there's something worth celebrating, and something worth helping other people celebrate. You're a tricksy one, Bree. And I'm too tired to fight your logic. Which means it's time for me to head back. Of course, Mr. Hyde, and I meant to say, I appreciate our one-to-one chats. I hope we can keep providing you with a comfortable space here. Oh, it's plenty comfortable for sure. Besides, well, it all boils down to this, doesn't it? The way time passes for me is very difficult from anyone else I know. Yeah, he is, like, for someone with age. Thank goodness Gal is from a long-living species, but even then, he'll grow old before I do eventually. The world will change 100 times, technologies will die out, new technologies will come. I will feel again the way I feel now in a century, maybe two. And Lua Nagala won't be around to give me advice. The world won't wait for me. But you will, am I right, Bree? That is very perceptive of you, Mr. Hyde. Wait, what are we anyway? You've grown to know me quite well. It's only fair that I know you a little in return. I suppose that's true. So anyway, I'm looking forward to that, to continuing our story. It's nice to know that no matter how much time passes, there's always going to be someone here rooting for me. You'll make sure it's not misplaced. I know you will. And on that note, I guess I'm going to go browse for some film cameras. What's the worst that can happen? Yeah, true. Indeed. Take care of yourself, friend. And you as well. The world will wait for you, Mr. Hyde, but some of us will. Bedchamber. Oh. 2023. Hmm. Elven burnout is. Oh man, I'm already burned out just thinking about my shift. Good evening. Yo, welcome, officer. Hey, Bree. Hmm. How are you doing? Officer? Oh. Sorry. My mind is kind of elsewhere right now. No worries, work issues? What else? I'm all ears if you want to chat. Hey, you're a pal. I'm in a real bind, Bree. Oh. What happened? Well, never-ending workplace issues aside, things are getting weirder by the minute and I'm feeling out of my depth. Are you talking about your recent patrols? Yeah, I've been analyzing the CCTV footage the last couple of days. Oh, I see. How did that go? Did the cameras manage to capture anything? Yes and no. The infrared caught a couple of blurry things. They ran off, turned to a corner, and disappeared. Could have could have been anything like rats or cats, but neither fits with what I heard on the scene. The footsteps, the laughter. Come to think of it, it sounded more like giggles. Giggles. Can beasts giggle? Not at that size, no. Even if they could, it doesn't explain the footsteps, really. I see. So what's next? In short, I'm stumped. You know, Bree, I've been racking my brain ever since Miss Riona dropped the bomb about the fairies, you see. Oh, what about them? As it turns out, fairies was an umbrella term for many types of beings. Hmm, okay. Anything that didn't fit the known physical rules at the time was to be referred to as such. Does that mean banshees were part of the fairy folk? Probably. Not anymore, though. It's an ongoing process, but the list is getting shorter. But back then, any sentient being that was even remotely incomprehensible was considered that. And that includes apparitions. Yes, apparitions like ghosts. Ghosts? Ghosts! I see. What do you mean I see, eh? Doesn't it sound like a bad joke to you? Or I'm not sure I follow. But, come on. Ghosts don't exist. Do they? Because if they do, all I can think about is that damn tree now. Oh, right. Tree. Does it mean it's haunted? It could be. Ugh. Right? Don't get how you can be so calm about this. Huh? Well, why wouldn't I be? I mean, there have been sort of customers here. Yeah, like a banshee. My dude, we have a banshee. Some of them are so out of this world even, something literally. You're right. I guess you're not the only ones being weird here. Don't say that. Everyone has their own peccadoolies. True that. So you don't mind me telling though. May I ask the reason you're so afraid of ghosts? Gosh, no, that is a long story. Not something I'm ready to talk about anyway. That's understandable. All you need to know is my fear was never caused by actual ghosts. Oh. Suggestion is a very powerful thing, Bree, but that's all I'm willing to share for now. Okay, thanks for sharing. You know, it's funny. My grandpa was very into this stuff. So's my daughter. They're like my opposites, very curious and fascinated by the unknown. Not that I'm not, mind you. It's just with my time as a cop and all, unknown variables usually mean trouble. Okay. They're the kind of people who can see things from nothing, and I mean that the best way possible. Like, you know the Zen rock from Japan? They understand the zenness of it? I don't, but that doesn't stop me from thinking it's chill, you know? I think I almost got it, yeah? But I'm sure my daughter could talk about it for hours. I bet. Too bad he passed away before she was born. Don't be. Ray, you've seen my lighter, right? Yeah, in a way, Jordy is a realist. My bad, that thing was originally my grandpa's. He bought some time after the war ended. It was to commemorate the upcoming new era, he said, in more ways than one. He got honorably discharged. At the time, he was living right across the street from the former town hall. For obvious reasons, he couldn't walk far, so it was good locations for him with all the veterans supporting nearby and all. Right. Now about that street. You see, my grandpa liked the chat. Never liked being alone, that guy. Plus, he pretty much hated his bleak room. So sometimes he'd go and hang out with the street vendors in front of his place, along with their pets from all walks of life. That's why he had a lot of stories about the craziest things. Ah, I see. You see, the street's name just came to my mind last night. Can you take a guess what is it? You mean Bourne Street? Nuh-uh. I was called that before, that's why the whole thing didn't click for me straight away. But I went for the files and checks out. Does that mean the vendors he was still talking about? Yeah, which vendors though? Bingo, and you know what? He brought the lighter there. What a coincidence. Are you sure it's only a coincidence? Hate sitting still, love to go hang out with friends. I don't have friends IRL, so I wouldn't know. Come on. Ain't no way they're just coincidences, Brie. Everything is lining up too perfectly if you ask me. I'm confused. Uh-oh. Think about what happened so far. It was my team that found out about the vandalism before they dumped the whole case on me. Then my car was hit out of everyone's. Right. Then my luck started tanking. The broken mug, the fan, the black cat, just tons of weird stuff happening in the past week alone, you see. The one thing led to another. My team was chosen to lead the investigation. And tell me, who's in charge of the case? Me. Then there's the banshee lady, your patron, with some information I wouldn't have thought of. The dead tree, the fairy market, information I would even remembered on my own. Right. And now we know why I kept losing on losing my lighter, right? How are they not connected, tell me? Well, if you list them all in order like that, I'm telling you, Bree, this place is calling for me. The case is made for me. But they really picked the wrong guy. Yeah, probably they did pick the wrong guy. They make me question everything I've known, you know? I always thought you're pretty good at handling ambiguity, officer. Not when it comes to supernatural stuff. Okay, that makes sense. Because we don't know enough what's real and what's not. What will they do? Will they hurt us? Hmm. Do they bring bad luck? Good luck? What's the truth? Who knows? Maybe you should take a day off and catch up on your sleep. Oh, what's that? No, nothing. You know, another patron of mine suggested a documentary to watch. Yeah? The focus was on interesting drinks from another world. Okay. You can find everything from the mundane to the extreme. From local comforts to really special stuff. And I kept thinking one particular drink might interest you. Oh. It is something like a protection drink. Coffee, honey, lemon. Okay. Huh. From evil spirits and bad luck, I think. Maybe it'll help ease your mind a bit? Gotcha. But great. Oh, spirits, I don't know. I wouldn't know, but I might need your lighter. Yeah, like friends. I don't really have friends IRL, just work people. Well, the drink needs to be lit up. I just need your lighter might give that magic boost it needs. Compared to just using a regular flame, I mean. And what are you going to make me anyway? Nah, I trust you. Here. Mm, okay. So, what drink is Georgie thinking? Hmm. So, Georgie. Coffee, honey, lemon. Okay. That's a literal flaming thing. Oh, wow. That drink does light up, huh? Yep, this is a special just for you. But don't tell anybody. Roger that. Here you go. Ooh, careful. Dang, Brie, this is real something else. You sure it's okay to drink? I have no idea, but I'll take responsibility if anything happens. Huh. Eh. I'm just being silly, aren't I? Sorry for bothering you with the stuff, Brie. You even made me this crazy drink to make me feel better. Don't say that. I'm always happy to help however I can. Thanks. Man, at least with crooks you can actually deal directly with them, you know. Not the case with apparitions. Not with that attitude, huh? Hello, detective. Everything can be caught with a little elbow grease. Who are you? Not actual elbow grease. I won't make that mistake again. McQueen? Is that you? Hello, Williams. It's been a while. It is you! The surprises just keep coming this week. Let me go over there. You know each other? More or less. We were brunch buddies. Brunch buddies. Brunch buddies. I feel like I meant to say brunch buddies in the same serious tone, but I don't like to talk about it. I still get nightmares. I feel ya. I wasn't sure we were gonna make it out alive. We were truly the lucky ones. Without a doubt. I'll just take both of your words for it. Good. Because I don't like to talk about it. So what brings you here, detective? Surely it's not the coffee. Secret police reasons. I've not read the briefing yet. But enough about me. Tell me about your supernatural problems. Yeah? You need to bust a ghost? Oh, well, busting might be a bit much. I was just talking to Bria about getting over my fear of that stuff. And ghosts. Something like that. I'm weak against ghostly looking stuffs. I get freaked out easily. For example, I admit I got a little spooked by what happened on Bourne Street the other day. Nah, I remember that. Heh. I know very well that unchecked fear leads to prejudice. That's why it's a no-no in my book. It even pains me to admit that out loud. Sometimes the toughest case to crack is ourselves. Other times it's ghosts. How do you do it, detective? Your case, man. I probably lost all of my hair by now if I were you. Hmm. I try not to think about it at all that much, but when I do think about it, I think who else would do it? Nobody, that's who. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, once you get over the dead part, they're just like you and me. Oh, really? Look, I remember this one case we were investigating a haunted apartment. This lady, her husband had recently passed away but wasn't moving on, if you get my drift. Real deadbeat couldn't take a hint. Anyway, we had to go in and exorcise the place, right?
But the husband, he's caught whining and he's retreated to a basement. I won't get into the technicalities of it, but it's harder to get a ghost out of a basement or an attic. It's all about angles, really. I mean, I get it. That used to be his home. All his stuff is still there, it's hard to get at that. So I'm slowly going down the stairs to try to coax him out. Bam, the next minute all this romantic music's playing and the whole place is lit by a spotlight. Basic sensory illusions, classic ghost tropes. Damn. Imagine. Oh yeah, guys, after this I may end stream because my throat is already... It needs a break. Then before I know what hit me, I'm sitting at this pottery wheel and he's behind me and... Wait. Yeah, what's up? Isn't that the plot of the 1990 film Ghost? Oh, maybe. We've had a movie night at work and I dozed off before it started. Hmm. The story must have slipped into my subconscious. Riveting. Hey, detective. Oh, so many police guys in here. Hey, people I don't know. Did you get your important errands sorted? I sure did. Julie, I can't see the crumbs stuck to your face. That's just the rain. It's very bready rain. There's filling all over your top. That's blood from a gunshot wound. It's healed up though. You're literally holding receipt from the donut shop. That's why they paid the big bucks, detective. So, what I miss? We're talking about getting rid of Officers Williams' fear of ghosts. Hey, ghosts? Yeah, you're afraid of them, right, Julie? No idea, never met one. We stopped the ghost riot. Ghosts aren't real. So you don't need to be scared of them, easy. There you go, I guess. Sorry, that wasn't much help. Nah, what you said, they're just like us. That's a good thing to be reminded of. They used to be alive just like us. As long as you don't try to eat, possess, violently murder you, should be fine. Just talk to them. Feel their culture, listen to their issue, and spatial whales. Ah. Don't know if I should be scared of that. Hmm. Treat them like any other person. See what's on their mind. Which should be easy since he can see through them. I thought he didn't believe in ghosts. It's best not to overthink anything he says. I certainly don't. Well then, thanks for the advice. I think it'll help. Our pleasure. Now, Julie, I think we should read that case briefly and find out why we're here. I already did. Oh? Turns out we were meant to arrest this person driving that taxi. Instead of taking all the way to Seattle, yes. Why? The driver was a chupacabra. Okay, let's get out of here, Julie. Good luck, officer. Thanks, the Queen, a lot. You too, Officer Julie. Bye, guy. Good luck with your rap problem or whatever. Bye, Coffee Wizard. Take care. Those are weird guests you have, buddy. That was quite something. Well, buddy and Avery, looks like my good luck is back. I'm feeling like $1,000,000 now. I'm very glad you do. Haha. Thanks anyway, Bree. I really did nothing much. Are you going to be okay? Okay enough to start thinking about what to do next. I'm done here for the night. You have a good evening, alright? Please keep me updated, officer, and stay safe. Hmm? Hmm. Oh, Riona. Hello. How's the traffic out there? It's a mess. There's a construction work taking place on Leonora Avenue. Oof. I can imagine the gridlock already. Fortunately, I have no deliveries to make today. That's great, I'm happy you're here. So anything I can make for you this evening? Yeah, her hair does look great, doesn't it? I like something from my throat. I would appreciate a cup of tea infused with some lemon and honey. Oh, cough syrup? I don't think this is what I ordered. You're right. I'm truly sorry. Let me remake it for you. No, never mind. Just take it away, please. By the way, you just missed Officer Georgie by a few seconds. Is that so? How was he? He's been thinking about what you said quite a bit, actually. Oh? He's currently dealing with plenty of clues that he isn't used to. Ah. That's why he's hard at work at the moment. I see. Bad traffic aside, how are you? To be honest, I've had a lot of my mind of late. I wonder if that's a good thing. And I don't know how to express it without sounding pathetic. You know I'm all ears. That may actually be a part of the problem, I am afraid. What problem? Pardon? I've held conversations with more individuals over the past week than I have in the past few years. Is that a good or a bad thing? It's troubling. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I don't mean it necessarily in a negative way. It's just... I used to believe that I had settled life objective, but I have been doubting it lately. How come? I finally heard back from Miss Rachel yesterday. Any good news? No. Our fields are admittedly quite different, so I was not expecting much. However, she provided me some contacts who may be of assistance, even though they had no direct connection to the audience I am trying to reach. I see. You think clearly why she thinks I should contact them, however... Which I am thankful for. That's very thoughtful of her. So, what's the battle plan? And why are you doubting yourself? In essence, the advice is to slowly increase my network to make myself known. Okay. What's the catch? Sounds familiar, doesn't it? You can probably guess my concern about it. I think so, but could you give me a refresher? Just so I don't misunderstand. Yeah, it doesn't sound like an easy thing, honestly. I feel like that would be shortcut, so to speak. Right. She did, however, remind me of an important and humbling fact. What would that be? Well, oh, but it's not guaranteed you'll get anything out of it, don't you think? Unless you're really, really sure that called shortcut is 100% gonna work. Because you have to do it way more than just making a few calls waiting for callbacks, you know? That kind of deal. I'd say that's a decent impression of her. Thank you. After that, she told me about her early career experiences, both good and the bad. Getting noticed is surely only the beginning. And then it's either a matter of letting your talent speak for you or you go out there to develop connections with the right people. Even then, there's still no guarantee of success. I can certainly see how it would work for her. But then, I was left wondering whether Mr. Lucas meant something similar during our first meeting. Right, I thought all sounded familiar. Will you try her suggestion then? I don't know. Is it difficult? No more difficult than sending reels to every audition. Being rejected by every single one, but for some reason I feel conflicted about it. Although perhaps it was more like a necessity. Did something happen? He was stuck. Pardon? Actually, he posted about it on social media last night. Oh. I might have seen it. Did you? I came across it when I was updating my schedule and responded out of concern. Then he called me almost immediately. He was loud, all sounds in order, and extremely drunk. He denied it at first, but he was too obvious not to notice. He told me he was aimlessly deep in thought and entered Kerry Park without realizing he had done so. Must have been deep thinking he was doing because I think it rained pretty hard last night. I wouldn't know. The bus to and from there is currently not operating after 10 p.m., which is why I sent him a message informing him of the fact, as he seemed to be unaware of it. So he called me to ask if there was any other mode of public transit nearby. Would it have been easier for him to just call a cab? He told me he wanted to know the city better. At midnight? Why not? After all, you operate your business after dark yourself. Touche. Perhaps he just didn't want to go home yet. And I might be mistaken here, but I thought he doesn't like drinking. Wasn't it partying? Nevertheless, I think last night was quite different. It appears he had dinner with his team, and he had needed the extra courage in order to negotiate with them and his proposed new direction. Oh, I see. I suppose it didn't go as expected, perhaps, and I know the feeling all too well. However, he said he will keep negotiating until they reach a compromise. That's good. Is it though? Miss Rachel told me about the hoops she had to jump through at the beginning of her career with her teammates as well. Likewise, Mr. Lucas has to work hard to obtain approval from his teams for his actions. How can they still be so positive? What do you mean? I just cannot picture myself convincing others to give me a chance like that. I almost want to ask, why do we have to be at the mercy of others in order to succeed or fail? Can't talent speak for itself? But if you truly believe that, will the number of rejections I have received so far? I should have stopped a long time ago, shouldn't I? Right, that's why it doesn't work that way. What do you mean? To let the talent speak for itself, we would have all the same standards. I see what you mean. Art would cease to be art if it were standardized, right? However, doesn't it imply that everything still depends on the whims of the individual judging at the moment? How does someone like Miss Rachel or Mr. Lucas manage to be fine with that? Perhaps because they don't see it as the be-all and end-all. What do you mean? Rather than viewing them as judges with the authority to determine their fates, perhaps they simply see them as hills to either overcome or avoid, if that makes sense. Just a matter of perspective as to who where the power lies. But it's not easy to climb those hills, especially if you've never done it before. Therefore, it's good to try and find out what works for you or ask for guidance or assistance even. Because one can't possibly know every single way to overcome obstacles, or be able to safely recognize warning signs without first learning about them from others. Is that what you're trying to say? I see. Still, Miss Riona? Ah yes, sorry, I got a bit lost in my thoughts. You're fine, I promise, but speaking of Mr. Lucas, what happened to him after the call? I picked him up and drove him home. Oh, but I thought you're located in Bellevue. I am, but I still had unfinished business in the downtown area. Moreover, he suddenly began singing quite loudly nearing the end of our call, which led me to conclude it would be best for me to go and fetch him. How was his singing? It wasn't too bad. If it wasn't for the fact that he was screaming most of the lyrics, well, his hoodie was soaked when I arrived, so he had to take it off before getting to my cab. Thankfully, the water did not completely soak through his shirt, so he remained relatively dry. However, I still had to lay down the seat covers as his fur got rather wet. Ah, hope he didn't get sick then. I should go now. Alright, will you be okay? I have a lot to think about. Thank you for being patient with my concern spree. No problem at all. Anytime. Have a good evening, Dimbri. Come back again soon. And I need a break for my throat, so this is a good area to end it. Yeah, I need a rest considering I had an annoying call.
But yeah, I'll pause it here. Oh wait, what day is it already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, we're actually close to finishing the game. Oh, okay. That's good to know. But yeah, for now, I need to rest my throat. Since I'll be finishing some things and just rest. But I guess it's okay for me to raid. But for now, I wonder who would I raid at this time. But yes, tomorrow we'll be playing That's Not My Neighbor, which is my first time playing the game. So I hope you guys catch that. Though I need to make the thumbnail for it. Now, who would I raid at this hour? Hmm. 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 Okay. I guess I'll choose my friend over here. Anyway, see you guys for coming in. I'm gonna be resting, so I'll see you guys at the next stream, okay? Take care, stay safe, and bye-bye now. Bye.